Beautiful. All right. Nice animal, mate. Well done.
Thank you, mate.
Good work, buddy. Well done. Let's keep going. Mob just over there. There you go. There's another mob just over there, just to our right. Some younger goats. I tell you what, this paddock is absolutely infested with goats.
Well, Ange, we had a great day in the goats today. What do you think?
Mate, I had an absolute ball. We've got plenty of goats to bring home for our family.
Yep.
I had an absolute ball. It was fantastic. I hope you enjoyed yourself.
I did.
Excellent, mate. Now, we had some aerial footage that we were showing just before.
Yep.
Now, you know what that's all about, don't you?
I do.
And you know what we're standing on right now?
Yeah, can you please explain to us, what are we standing on at the moment and what do we call this here?
Well, look, this is a typical goat trap that the farmer has actually built. What they do is they come and they push up a whole lot of dirt up until this pile here. The goats come in, they jump in there into the tank to try to get a drink. They can't jump back out. Farmer comes back, gets them all, loads them up in a truck and makes a lot of money. That's why we are very lucky that this particular farm allows us to bring home some goats, because they are worth a lot of money. They're actually worth a lot more money than lamb right now. So they're really expensive. So I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope your viewers enjoyed it, because I've had a ball and I can't wait till we get home and have some dinners and a glass of red wine, maybe.
Looking forward to it.
Excellent. Just in there. They just come off the water. Very quickly. Get the dogs in there, mate. Just get them following that scent. Run in there, Scotty. Right in here, just run in here.
Get on, come on. Get pig.
One. There you go. Got a pig over there. Stand him up. Enough. Well, guys, good morning. It's first light. We got up nice and early. We just had a few pigs run off a water trough. That's exactly what we've been doing, just going around all the waters. As soon as we got to our first water trough, 4 pigs ran off. They had a really good head start on us. We let the dogs out. They run through this mulga scrub and we nailed a pig. So good going to the dogs, good going to us, because we've got to walk back to the car. But I hope you enjoyed it. Let's go get another one.
Alright guys, we've just gone into the bush here. We've got our pig. We've seen him coming in. We ran a few hundred metres. So one thing that we always do is we leave our cars running, so that way if we kind of lose a bit of track of where we're going, we can always stop, be still, and we can hear the motors running and we can always get back to our cars. That's why I didn't care, because there it goes.
This is the worst road I've ever been on in my whole life. Well, here we have it. Beautiful little goat that we got the other day. I'm about to prepare it. This is my favourite part of the whole hunt. Have some good dinner tonight. I'm going to show you guys how to marinate it very shortly. Put it in the oven, a couple of hours in the oven. It'll come up a treat. Some nice baked potatoes as well. I think the boys are really going to enjoy it. But we'll go through the process very soon of how I marinate it. You'll be able to do it at home. It's very easy. Very quick. Now, part I love to use Gourmet Garden garlic paste, and I'm always very generous with it. Get in there, rub it all in, right in there. Don't be shy to be generous. Okay, now what I believe is the key to having a nice, fresh, soft, moist goat is having it well prepared on the bottom on your tray. It's 40 degrees in here, by the way. Lucky we've got air conditioning. I go very generous with the oil. I am not going to be afraid to use quite a bit of oil. A lot of oil. And I'll put the goat in. Once I put the goat in, and hopefully it does fit in this, it will slowly. Okay, we're going to have a goat that's going to be standing up, which doesn't matter because we're going to cover it in foil. Now, you saw I was very generous with the oil. Very important other step. So get some water in there. I'll pour that just on the sides, not over the top of the animal, because I'll lose all my spices. Now what this will do, this will actually let the goat cook. It'll keep its moisture in there. And when it comes time to eating it and actually cutting up the goat, I'm going to cover this with foil first, put it in the oven. But when it comes time to cutting it, I'm going to use the juice that's left to go and pour over the goat, and it's going to be fantastic. Past this big pig, let the dogs off.
Oh, which way towards here? Here, my side.
Go run him in, Scotty, right?
Get a pig, get a pig. Get a pig, get a pig.
Alright, as you can see guys, this pig has been wallowing. We just showed you a shot there of all the mud on him. Pigs don't sweat, so what they tend to do is they go to a water hole, they'll wallow around in the mud. That also keeps them cool and also keeps them fairly hot during the winter time. But at this stage, this guy's keeping cool by getting mud on him, and that's why some of the dams we go to, as soon as we see a wallow, we know we've got pigs really close in our area, and that's exactly what we did with this fella. Let's go get another one. Pigs.
Oh yeah.
Pigs on our right, pigs on our right. Chase them, yeah, chase them. They're on them.
This one just sitting there.
They've stopped. They've stopped. Got him. They got one.
Hey, there's one hiding under the tree, look. Yep, there he is, there. Look, just there. He's just hiding there, look. Just there. Get him.
Well, there you go guys. Like I said, just went back to another water hole. Two pigs come running off. You saw us have a bit of a chase through the bush. Dogs come off, flew off at him, chased them through the scrub, got two. One with the dogs, one got shot, crack shot by the boys by the way. Fantastic stuff. We're going to move on. Right, I'll let this out, wrap it around, right, just so we don't lose it. How exciting was that? We literally walked within about 60 metres of those pigs. Charlie got everything on camera for us, showing you exactly what I've been talking about the whole time we've been here, how they go into the troughs. Amazing footage. I really hope you enjoyed it because that excites me so much watching that. But we've only come out to find a mobile phone. We've got no gun with us or anything. Just a lesson. Murphy's Law. Always carry a firearm with you. Catch us later on. Well, good morning everyone. I'm here with Bill, Lisa and William. Mate, Bill, Lisa, Will, we've enjoyed the heat. We've had a great time while we've been here, but how do you guys cope with this heat every day?
Well, you should come here in July. It's not like this in July. But yes, we have. It's been hot the last, 2 months, December and January, and now into February. Hopefully building up to some good rain.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can remember being here this time last year. We had a gauge reading of 53 degrees. How do you manage to work in that sort of heat?
Well,
Start early in the morning, and when we're doing stock work, it started like daylight in the morning, and then 10, 11 o'clock they all start to camp up. So then we just have a rest for a few hours and then go out again later on in the afternoon.
Right.
So through the heat of the day we don't do anything at all. The stock can't move and everything's too hot to touch.
Yeah.
So what sort of stock do you run on this property here?
We've got sheep and cattle. So we sort of breed lambs and breed calves. So we do a bit of a mix, and then mainly we've got some channel country that comes down from rain in Queensland. We sort of run the cattle out there, and then the sheep spread over the rest of it.
And what sort of numbers of cattle and sheep would you roughly have here?
Varies a bit depending on the season, but we sort of try to run about 5,000 ewes and 400 breeding cows, and then that comes and goes a bit from there.
Oh, beautiful.
Now, Lisa, tell me something. I saw William in the plane the other day. He flew right over us. How do you feel when he's flying like that? He's a kamikaze pilot.
oh no, they're both pretty safe. They to us the boys use the planes. They're like another tractor really. They are a necessity for our lifestyle out here, and we need them. The paddocks that we muster are big paddocks. We need the planes to be the spotters, and we've got fellas on the ground mustering.
Right.
But I don't worry. They're both very safe pilots. Will has grown up with his father, very safe pilot.
Well, I tell you what, I can actually remember Will on this very grass we're sitting on being in nappies. So how long have you been here, Bill? I think it's about 32 years, isn't it?
Yeah. We were talking before. We've been here 32, and I think you've been coming up here for about 31 of those. 32,
well, there you go. So I've seen the kids growing up. I've seen the property during its good and really bad times as well,
yep.
Which is part of the bush, I suppose, and part of the lifestyle out here. But Will, tell me something. Yesterday with those goats, did you enjoy that? Because I know, look, they bring a fair bit of income, don't they?
They do. You've got to work pretty hard to get them, but it's it's worth it. They're always going to beat you. But
I tell you, I've never seen you run so fast around that quick. That was really good.
Yeah.
But look, going on to that, you've got some problems here. That's why we come up here, obviously, with the feral pigs. Now, you run how many sheep do you run on the station?
Yeah, 4,000 to 5,000 ewes and sort of 400 cows. So we get, and that varies a lot in the season. We rely heavily on rainfall from Charleville, northern Queensland, to come down to flood our channels, and then that gives you feed for a couple of years. But obviously, with the water comes the feral animals. The pigs come down generally from with the rain.
Yep.
So then that's when you guys are been good to monitor the numbers.
Now, tell me something. On an annual basis, what do you think your losses are? Because I know Lisa, often we speak on the phone and Lisa tells me, we're losing a host of lambs to boars. As we know, boars do take a lot of lambs.
They do.
Can you put a monetary value on it?
It's very hard to put a monetary value, but it is substantial, and different years it's different. If the pig numbers are around, you can lose sort of 50% of your land really quickly.
All right, guys, what a beautiful end to another beautiful day out here in the bush.
Mate,
All right, guys, what a great day for. All right, guys, what a great day for. All right, guys, what a great end to a good day. What do you reckon, Ange?
tell everybody, when you go away on a trip, just like we have, come up here to the New South Wales border, you like to get a good photo, you like to bring home some good food as well. We've set this pig up in a position that will make him look a lot better in the photo. We don't need to make him look huge. We got him last night, so he was a little bit bloated, but you need to get a good photo. Set it up right, set it up on the log, and you'll have a great photo and a great memory. This tip was brought to you by Lockaway Gun Safes. Well, folks, we gave you a tip the other day. You probably saw some footage just a second ago of a pig running away and the dog's chasing it off a very trough, this very trough. I gave you a little tip just the other day about when you find water next to a trough like this, it's a definite sign of a pig being around. The other one's always very clean. Look how wet this is right there. If the camera can just zoom in on that water, he literally was coming straight out of this water, running away from us into the sandhill, and the dogs grabbed him. So again, our tips pay off. Keep listening, guys. Hope you're enjoying Hunting Wild Australia.
30 seconds, mate, I've already broken something.
Last night we came round here, we did some aerial footage and we were showing the viewers about your pig, your goat trap.
Yep.
Mate, explain to us what you've just done. We just got a little bit of a glimpse of you. What happened just now?
Righto, well what we've got a few, but there's a couple of holes that they found their way out of. So the theory is that you've got it all trapped off, and then we've got a spear trap that they actually walk in and then they can't get out, and then over on the other side there's a jump trap where they can walk up and jump in, but then they can't get back out.
Right.
But unfortunately,
We lost a few.
yeah, maybe pig holes, they're a problem. Roo holes are a problem, and just goats, they just bust out.
Right,
too. Like, this trap's been here for a while, so we've got to give it a bit of TLC.
Well, there you go. It needs a bit of TLC. We'll try to get to another trap.
Yep,
Thanks
we'll
for showing us, mate. We'll come out and follow you out to another one.
No worries, we'll fix this up, fix up a few holes, and
No
we'll
worries.
come back in a couple of days.
Thanks, Bill.
Good on you. You go straight and unload those.
Just do me a favour. Can you just open up that screen
Yeah, mate.
and see that it's picking me up at this distance, please?
Yeah, it is, mate.
It is?
Yep.
Okay. Great. Well, what we're doing, guys, we're just setting up a trail cam. It's been very kindly given to us from Jason from JS Enterprises. Jason, thanks very much. Mate, this camera is actually going to send back a message to our phones when we're back at camp. You can see behind me there's a big dam with a lot of wallows in it. This is where we've been getting a lot of pigs as well. So we're setting up the trail cam, make our life easy. You know, we're getting older, so we want to be a bit lazy. We'll wait for a shot to come through and get the pig that comes. Okay guys, we just let that pig take off out of the den, the dogs have taken off, and hopefully we've got him, so let's go down there and have a look. I can hear it, just hang on a second. Yep. Yep, everybody. We've come out to find a friend's phone, but we keep coming across pigs. G'day everyone. Well, what an amazing morning. Just a little tip for everyone. Always when you're out in the Australian bush, keep an eye on your surroundings. Make sure you know where you are at all times. A very important example today. A friend of ours lost his mobile phone. I've retraced, I don't know how many kilometres of land, knowing where I am, and I've found his phone in the middle of nowhere. And in the meantime, we've seen and caught some pigs. So the moral of the story is keep an eye out where you're going all the time. This tip was brought to you by City West Yamaha. Well everybody, we sincerely hope you've enjoyed our two-part show here in northern New South Wales. Justin, thank you so much for being on board. Mark, thank you very much. We have brought home we're taking home some beautiful animals home to our family, some nice, beautiful eating goats and some beautiful eating pigs. At our next shows, we're going to head down south, southern New South Wales on the wheat belts. It's going to be an exciting show coming up. I sincerely hope you've enjoyed watching us in this two-part show. Keep watching. This is Hunting Wild Australia.